just to explain a little bit about what the transition movement is. We can pass this around too. This is the Transition Handbook, written by the guy Rob Hopkins, who started the whole movement in England. And it's a global movement now. It's basically about how communities are going to face the challenges of peak oil and climate change. And he sees those two as very intertwined. And of course, we can talk at length about all the challenges that are likely to come up. So what our specific group is about so far is a mission statement. I want to read that, and that's up for discussion. But basically, it's all about how are we going to make our community viable and resilient in the face of, oil shortages and food shortages and a myriad of other things we can think of. So yeah, this is a newly forming group. This is only our third meeting, so we're still, getting together logistics of what meetings are going to look like, what structure of the group is going to look like, and visioning all that, and kind of what our goals are, really. So last group we talked about meeting structure a little bit. Didn't really, set a whole lot in stone, but one of the things that we agreed upon is consensus, which means that everybody who is at the meeting gets to have a say in whatever comes up, and that we have to come to some kind of agreement where everybody is okay with it. And the other thing is that when somebody brings up a topic, everybody has to come into consensus that yes, we want to talk about this right now, and then everybody gets 2 minutes to talk about it, and then it can open up. So that's kind of where we got so far. And also at the beginning, well, we didn't really work out if it's going to be at the beginning of meetings or at what point, but we're going to have a stage in the meeting where everybody gets to talk about what they have accomplished in the last week or recently, based around projects that they have. Like right now, Glider could talk about it, but he's got an initiative going with getting the water rights of the Baca National Wildlife Refuge to be kind of put more in stone, like a water plan. Because right now they don't have a water plan and they're abusing the water that they do have access to. And meanwhile, people like us, don't have the access that we should have and that sort of thing. So we've got a petition that we're going to start sending around. That's actually not connected to the Baca Wildlife Refuge. It's more connected to our own access of being able to grow food and have clean water, and because that's obviously going to be a big thing. Being able to access water when the sanitation services are no longer operable. Here's the handout if you want to look at that. And another thing that I'm kind of involved in right now is getting together a list of gardens and greenhouses and orchards in and around Crestone that need volunteers, that are open and working but need people to help make it as productive as possible, and then a list of volunteers who want to work those places. So that will hopefully come to fruition as more and more people start just giving me the information, and then we'll make up a flyer or maybe even a booklet if it gets to that length of a list, and pass that around. And yeah, so and we're having a movie series in April, which hopefully everybody knows about, at the Laughing Buddha. We're going to be showing first the movie Dirt the movie, which is a really cool movie.
It's really good.
Yeah, that's this Monday the 4th at 6:30 at the Laughing Buddha, and then I haven't really decided, set in stone, what the movies after that are going to be, but I think it's going to be Power of Community, and then How to Save the World, One Cow, One Farm, One Something at a Time, and then a series of shorts that Scott Swarty, who owns The Bliss, he has an internet TV station about sustainability through local resilience and stuff.